Yes, children. Now next topic we have been doing, that is assessing development. Assessing development means now we have to calculate the development. Is it been benefited to us or it not been benefited to us? If it is being benefited to us, then how? And if it has not been benefited to us, then how? If we see with the help of development, suppose this was the Bhavka Nangal project we have made, then we have made the many of the steel industries we have set up in the different parts of that. Mining was started, modernization of the agriculture was started. Have you gained something? Yes, we have gained something. We are being able to increase the economy of the country, so we can say with the help of this developmental projects we are able to have the growth of the economy. Growth of the economy means per capita income rose. Second is, when the per capita income rose, naturally we are being able to reduce the poverty. When we are being earning more, naturally the poverty will be reduced. So these are the two impacts that are the positive impact of the development, that there is growth of the economy, and number two, it is the reducing the poverty of the country. And there is negative impact also, that inequalities are still been there, that the gap between the rich and poor is still been there. Because when it happened, when the gap is more, when the gap is widened, when it goes on widening, when the benefits of the economic development, maybe it's a dam, maybe it's agriculture, maybe these are the industries, if the benefits of those are not being redistributed equally, when this benefit doesn't go to the poor people, naturally then this gap will go on widening. If we are earning good economy, if we are earning good income, let the people who are working with us, they should be given enough for that, so that the inequality, economic inequality may be balanced now. Because when I am earning more, naturally I have to raise the income that who are working for me. Means if someone, suppose one employee is there in that concern, suppose that is we are producing the electricity. With the electricity we are able to run our industries in the better way. All the time we are getting the electricity, our production is more. So when our production is more, naturally when our production will be more, when the people will buy all these things, naturally when people will be earning more, their standard of living will also get rise. When their standard of living get rise, naturally they will demand for the more products. When they will demand for the more products, naturally the industry will start producing more and more products. So when these industries growth will be there, industrial growth will be there, naturally it will be the plus point for the people who are being able, suppose the shopkeeper is there, naturally he will be able to sell more and more products of that. So maximum people who get involved in that development criteria, if the equal redistribution is being, you can say, that is positive, if the redistribution is being honest way, so that economic inequality that is in the society, it will be reduced. Okay children, so it is the economic growth and the redistribution. If it is good, and only then the economic inequality will not be there. And if it is not good, if it is imbalanced, naturally it will be widening of the gap of the rich and poor will be there. Lot of gap will be there, a big gap between the rich and poor will be there.